laughter. Do you think they hear it?
It's Tomigra.
No. Okay, are you ready? How's the shaking?
I'm telling you.
Guys, we're under investigation. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Illegal stuff.
Wait, me estoy acomodando.
Okay, you ready?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, ignore that.
I mean, shall.
What do you mean?
Okay. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Sisters Talk Chisme. I'm your host, Daniela, and with me I have...
Kelly.
Michelle.
Yay!
Woo!
Woohoo! So, for today's podcast, I'm gonna just ask some questions and talk about some things. But before we get started, I wanted to talk about the newest news that has been happening, pretty recently. And actually, what is there to talk about? What news is there?
I mean, like,
I don't know if there's any news actually.
Yeah.
Think of it. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of news happening. There's obviously a lot going around right now and happening with the world and everything that's horribly happening. But,
I mean, the only one that I can think of is probably like the Met Gala, but
Right.
only because they're
Yeah.
comparing it to the Hunger Games.
very
Oh,
true.
yeah.
Very true. So that is one thing. I think it's a little bit of a controversy, but it's still something I think to talk about. Like, we are also very small, so like, take this with a grain of salt. This is just what we hear out here. But Stray Kids did go to the Met Gala, and Stray Kids, we are top alt bias. Obviously, the Met Gala is the Met Gala, right? It is what it is. We still want to support, though, our favorite K-pop group, so we really like that they went to the Met Gala and to represent Tommy Hilfiger. Their outfits were
bomb.
pretty good.
They were.
Prince
I was
Charming
saying-
up in here.
If I would say so myself. But yeah, I do think that I've seen a lot on TikTok about it relating back to the Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
So you want to explain why?
Well, it's because of like the way they're dressed and also because of what's going on around the world. Like there's so many things going on, like negative things going on. And they're comparing it to how like in the Hunger Games where it's like the districts, the rest of the districts are all out like, you know, fighting war, fighting each other, you know, killing each other, whatever. And then there's District 1, which is obviously the rich people, and the Met Gala is technically
yeah.
District 1.
District.
Yeah, that tongue twister for me. But yeah.
That's very true. Very valid. Very valid. Any thoughts, Kelly?
No, not really. It hasn't really popped up on my TikTok until Michelle told me about it, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay.
It's gonna pop out soon because you know how TikTok is.
Yeah.
We talk about it, the algorithm.
I'm on like I'm in a different country kind of TikTok over here.
LOL. But yeah, so just want to talk a little bit about that. Thought it was obviously loved Stray Kids, loved the their outfits. They were really great and definitely supporting them. Obviously, you know, still understanding what's going on with the world. So not totally supporting, but definitely still looking at our boys because obviously.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Something that I would like to talk about is that how Stray Kids was treated. So that's a big controversy.
Yes. Oh my
I
God,
forgot about
Yeah.
that.
Yes.
I got pushed out of the back burner.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I-
I like because of everything that's happening right now.
Mhm.
Obviously, that's not like that. I think I did at the time. Obviously, I thought about it, but yeah, how they were being very rude
Yeah.
to
So
Stray Kids.
basically, there was like in the Met Gala, you'll see if you ever watch the video. If you don't, then it's whatever. But when they came in, there's two sides of paparazzis. One side is like all like older men, obviously.
Experienced
people,
but still.
And then on the other side is like newer, younger generation. The older generation were kind of being rude and disrespectful, saying like, "Oh, how do you say this in Korean?" or 1, 2, 3, jump, or "You guys look so. I've never seen so much emotion."
Unemotional.
Yeah,
Faces, which
So,
was really
like-
dumb because nobody smiled. If you look back on the pictures, like there are some celebrities that didn't smile.
Yeah.
and
no.
then like they did a reveal, so they had like a jacket on, and then they did a reveal, and then they're like, "Oh, the reveal," and then they're like, "Great, now we have to do it again." Basically, like getting mad.
They were also
But-
getting mad because like there were so many, but like you have to understand there's 8 members. How are you supposed to squeeze them all together for a picture? Plus they did their best. And the formation that they did when they did the reveal was really good. If you were a good photographer, you would have known how to take that picture. If you weren't in the right spot, that's just up to you. That's just on you.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't understand why they're doing that, because you can make a photography. I minored in photography, and I'm not saying I'm like the professional at photography, but I understand that that model will never always, especially if you're doing celebrity photography, you should know better that the model, or in a situation like that, they are never going to be in the right place that you want them to be. So it's your job to make sure that it looks good.
It's like you have to work with them. They don't work with you.
Exactly. Yeah. As a photographer, you should know that, which I'm surprised they don't.
Yeah. One of the photographers actually did. They took a picture and they cut off my man Changbin. They literally cut him off, and I was like, no, and everyone was getting mad on TikTok. They were like, what about my man Changbin?
Changbin was a little to the side. I don't think he heard though.
No.
But regardless, you don't got to be rude and disrespectful like that. There's no need to say all that.
Also, I've seen like on other TikToks and the point of view of other people, it's very loud there too. So I don't blame him that he couldn't hear.
I'm sure they couldn't hear. And honestly, maybe they shouldn't have heard, but I'm sure they did, because Sean posted something on Bubble. But honestly, and the fact that they think that they don't know English, like two of them were born two of them are from Australia. Yeah. Okay. They're raised usually in Australia. So they know English. Plus all the members know English. They understand what you're saying.
Right.
These people are so dumb. But, Stays being Stays, got revenge and hacked the main photographer that was making those comments, his Instagram and his website. And if you click on it, literally the only thing that pops up is hashtag apologize to stray kids.
Yeah. I was like, oh, geez.
I'm like, only
scary.
Only Stays would.
I'm just here.
Literally, K-pop fandoms are just crazy.
But like what people were saying is that for you to have all these K-pop idols, like from not idols, K-pop like stands from different groups collab just to protect, and like say stuff about that. That's something, because normally
it's not just like against like stray kids. It's against like K-pop, all K-pop
that's
groups.
Why it's like that's why it's like all K-popers coming in.
It's rude.
But like that's really rare.
Because it wasn't just the fandom of Stray Kids. It was like fandoms of other K-pop groups
getting together and saying that and coming at the photographers.
And then they brought up like other events. Like there was this BTS one, and they brought it up again, and they're like, well, since we're on the topic, let's bring up this one.
Although there was some controversy with that too. Like people were saying, they were basically saying like how they were comparing BTS to Stray Kids. And I'm like, it's not about comparing. It's about realizing that this is still happening from BTS to Stray Kids, which is what a big gap from what that happened.
Yeah. Right. Like 2019.
I think people don't understand that it's not about comparing, which K-pop fandoms love to do is fight with each other for no reason. But yeah, I mean,
it is what it is.
It is what it is. So one other thing that I wanted to kind of chat about, which I think is really funny, it really has nothing to do with it, but basically is like, does it matter how someone sends a message?
Yes, it does.
I think it does.
And by this, I mean a lot of things. I think I mean also like the punctuation about it, like whether it's an exclamation mark, a period, whether they use emojis or not.
Yeah.
Like I think sometimes I feel like I get a message from somebody and I'm like, dang, I feel like they're mad, but like, I don't know, because of just the way they said it. Like say you say something, like you say, hey, you want to go do this and that? And they're like, okay, that's all I said.
Yeah.
Zero. O and then K. Okay. To me, that's like,
it's like, are you mad?
Do you not want to go? Do you not want to do it? But also, I think age matters in that.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed that with older, kind of older, they don't use emojis as much, which I use emojis like 24/7. Kelly be using emojis like
I'm like, yeah, that got me so, or like something like that, use my little emojis. And sometimes I have to explain to Daniela.
Oh yeah, because I don't understand what emoji she's like that one guy, remember like
he got me feeling,
I have no idea what but like we use emojis a lot to express ourselves. I think older people, like sometimes when I text like well obviously I know when I text my mom or something, sometimes when I text like so sometimes I have coworkers that are a little bit older than me, so like texting them sometimes and they just don't, the way they like use it, I know they mean it in the best intention, it's just like I'm not used to it. I'm used to like a little exclamation mark if I'm being super nice.
Right. Yeah.
But if you use a period, like some people I know is like older people, they use periods and I'm like, grammatically that's correct.
Yeah. Right.
But to me it's just so harsh. Like you're just saying like and period. And I'm like,
Yeah.
Period. Why though?
Right.
It's like
Why the need for that period?
have to put the period? I'm not gonna grade you on it. We're not
Right.
in class.
Wait.
But I don't know. I just thought about that because it's been on my mind. I want people to know. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I think it does matter because it's just especially for me for emojis.
Yeah.
Like especially like I'll say, for an example, like say you're talking to your friend, same age, everything, you guys use emojis and everything, and you guys are fine, and then all of a sudden they send back like a a nice sentence that you think is nice, but then all of a sudden they put the emoji of the smiley face, and it's not the one with the cute little blush, dimples, the little dot dot smiley
Ooh,
face.
that's like
one.
giving me like a okay.
And they've never
Yeah.
used that before.
Yes, it
Yeah.
matters because I feel like that's like they're not actually happy about it. They're trying to
Yeah.
be like, how do you say it? Like sarcastic,
Right?
Like they're sarcastic.
I used that emoji one time because I went off on one of my coworkers. So basically, we have this little group chat, and she was getting mad. She was getting mad at. She's not there anymore, but she was getting mad at me and this other guy who was working about like something we didn't do, and like we left a mess or whatever. And I was like, "That's a lie." So I was mad, and I remember telling Niela and Michelle about this, and I was getting mad, and I was like, "You know what? Fine. I'm over here getting mad." And I'm like, well, respectfully, we didn't do that. And if you wanted to say that, say it to my face next time. And then I put that little that smile emoji. And then later she took a picture and then she was coming back at me. And I'm like, again, say it to me when I'm there. You saw me. I was there for a good 5 minutes and you didn't say anything. So say it there. If not, don't put it in the message. And then later, I texted my manager about it. And she was like, no, I saw that. And I was like, pop off, Kelly. And I'm like,
Not your manager. Not your manager.
For
I
real?
know, and I was like, and then I saw her the next day. I saw my manager the next day, and she's like, "Yeah." I was like, "Kelly's getting a little heated," and I was like, and she's like, "Yeah, I was at home and I was next to my husband, and I was like, the tea's getting good," and I'm like,
Right.
this woman is like my mom's age, a little bit younger, so I'm like, for her to be using that, I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh. But she has no kids, so understandable.
Do. I just remember though, it does also matter if they have an Android or an iPhone.
True.
So I guess because the only reason I say that is because I got an email from like one of my bosses, right? And in the email, like it said again that smiley face that I'm so triggered by, and I'm just like, are they upset? Are they mad at me?
Yeah.
But then I noticed when I get on the computer and I'm typing and it shows a little emoji and it's like, oh, so sweet and innocent. I send it. I check it again on my phone and it's that smiley face, the dreaded like smiley face.
The emotionless.
Yes.
You know, like it's
The-
not. There's
yeah.
no emotion in that.
Yep.
In that emoji.
Like you would expect like the Apple to be like, oh, have a little emotion. Nope. that smile.
But I'm telling you that example, I'm pretty sure that person, like, certain people nowadays don't really have Androids. I mean, no hate to, the ones that
Yeah.
do. But I'm pretty, like, most of the days,
Not too long ago, I had an Android.
True.
oop.
Listen, what's wrong with Android?
Nope.
Respectfully, I'm
no.
no hate towards Android. I don't know about Michelle, but I had that for most of my high school experience. Not like recently, like a couple years ago. I barely got an iPhone.
Yeah, it's true.
So I was just stuck with
And
an Android.
Androids are good.
Androids are good.
Yeah.
The camera quality is better.
For Samsung.
Samsung.
Samsung, you're right.
If we're talking about specific Androids, because there's different Androids.
That's true. That's very
Well,
true.
I don't know if you noticed, but like Samsung is the same price as like almost the same price
But
as
like the Samsung
iPhone.
quality, like camera quality, I've been considering getting a Samsung just for like concerts and like vlogging and things like that because
yeah.
their camera quality is so good. Like, I mean, iPhone quality is good too, but if we're talking about realistically, like
yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. So don't throw shade, please.
don't throw shade. She's like, hey,
Hey, calm down.
calm down. Okay, so for the next thing, I actually have some would you rather questions.
okay.
Would you rather? These are deep. Would you rather? Don't look at them, so I can ask you guys. Okay.
I'm not looking. I can't read.
Okay.
Well, we established that.
Okay. So here's the first one. Would you rather never age or never have to worry about money?
Never had to worry about money.
Same.
Listen, okay. Eventually,
Yeah.
we're gonna die. Obviously, if you live forever, you're gonna go insane.
That's true.
I
Yeah.
came to the conclusion that if you live forever, you're gonna go insane because you're gonna see your loved ones, family members. If you get married, your like spouse, you're gonna see them die. But you know, hey, if I get the money, I'll be well off. I can
No, you won't get money.
Oh,
You
that's
just
true.
never worry about money.
Never worry about money. That's true.
But
that's different.
That's
Ah,
think
I
about
see
it.
it.
It depends on how they're asking it
Yes,
though.
yes.
Because say if you never worry about money, does that mean you have money?
no.
It just means you're not worried about it. That doesn't mean
Still,
you're rich.
still, I will not. I
mean-
want to not worry about money.
Honestly, I think so too. I think I would rather not worry about money. It is what it is at that point. And I think it's worse to worry about money because not worrying about money means usually no stress right behind it.
Right.
No, like, you know, and if it's not something that I should worry about, then
I
won't.
know a man, my father, who doesn't stress about money, and I'm like, I want to live like that. And I'm over here like, you know, my brain's hurting, I'm stressing and everything, and he looks like he's having the time. So he's like, we'll figure it out.
I don't know. Sometimes I'm like, I feel like
In some situations,
maybe he
though.
had that would you rather and he chose he chose not to worry about money.
I don't know, man. I mean, sometimes I'm like, I wish I could be that chill, but I'm not that chill. I'm like,
So would you rather not worry about money or never age?
not worry about money.
Not worry about money.
Still.
Good.
We have to go into deep explanation for it.
Ooh, this is another one. Ooh, let me see. Okay, this is a good one. It says, would you rather have a pause button or a rewind button in your life? It's a good one. Pause button or rewind button in your life?
I think I want to say pause.
Pause.
Yes.
Why?
Because for me, I'm kind of like a strong believer of like the butterfly effect. So, and like if it happens, it happens, you know. I don't want to like say, you know, you messed up. I know that would come in handy with a lot of instances I can think of, you know, like maybe accidents or things that you can go back and prevent it. But at that point, I think to myself, like, if it happens, it happens. It's meant to be.
Right.
The pause button, though, I always think of like, for example, when you're getting in an argument,
Oh.
it's like, pause right there. Hold on. Let me think of a good combat. Like, I need to think about it.
Okay, go back.
It's like, okay, play. Hey, well, your mama did this. And
Not your mama.
bring back the your mama jokes.
You know, that pause button kind of reminded me of the whole, if you guys ever seen Megamind, when
Oh,
Metro
yes,
Man would be
yeah.
he uses his speed time or whatever, speed of time or whatever, and he's just like thinking about life, eating some fries and stuff. I'm like, no, that's not a bad idea.
You're right.
I like the pause button. I like the pause
Thank
button.
you.
Because I
Thank
was
you.
thinking about the rewind button.
You're right, yeah.
But like also, if you rewind it, what's like the possibility of you making that same mistake?
That's true. And you just
Right,
could,
yeah.
like something that could happen is that you say there's a situation and you have to rewind and you still chicken out. You could get stuck in this rewind loop
Yeah.
unknowingly because you keep doing it to yourself because you still want to do it better. Or you're never content with it.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this reminds me of something. Also, because of the butterfly effect, no matter how many times you try to fix it, it always ends up being how it's supposed to be.
Right.
It kind of reminds me of like Alice in Wonderland. How,
Oh, yeah.
I think it's like the second.
The second one.
Is it the second one?
With time.
Yes.
Yes.
No, because Alice went back and tried to stop the queen, the red heart queen or whatever,
yes. Queen of Hearts.
from falling. But no matter what she did and tried, the queen always fell and hit her head,
Yeah.
no matter how many different
Just in a
times.
different way.
Yeah. Yes.
Dude, that is so true. It's not a podcast without me mentioning either K-dramas or K-pop. So there's this K-drama that I'm watching. It's the one that I was telling you about. Lovely Runner. Go if you need a certain if you have it, you can watch it, guys. But go watch it. Lovely Runner. It's basically about this girl who's going back in time. She has 3 tries to go back in time to do something specific, and that's to kind of prevent this guy from. I don't want to spoil it. Actually, spoilers. Warning. I'm spoiling a little bit. But basically, it's to prevent him from dying. So, but basically, the summary is that every time that she goes back and she tries to change something, it somehow still ends up happening when she goes back. She realized that it still happened, but it happened in a different way. And she's like, wait, I thought I changed it. And it's like, you changed it that way, but you didn't change it the way you wanted it
Yeah.
to. Like, it was still going to happen.
Yeah. You change the way it's going to happen, but the end is
It's
still
still
the
happening.
end.
Yeah. It's like that one quote, the whole, you You can't change the past, but you can change the future.
Period, Kelly. Words of wisdom. Where'd you get that from?
Alice in Wonderland.
Oh.
Like Time was saying, that guy was saying basically like, you can't always keep going back and like trying to fix that one situation, but you can change what's gonna happen in the future
After it happens.
You're right.
Yeah,
You're right, because
like you can learn from that mistake and then just
Dude, and that also reminds me of Miraculous.
Oh.
Remember the snake guy? Do you not remember that when if you guys love Miraculous, welcome to the club. It's like, I don't know if you guys got into that episode, but Ladybug gives the snake charm to Adrian instead. And Adrian keeps going back in time.
Yes.
But he
but
never...
he always messes up. And then finally he gives up and tells Ladybug, okay, I can't do it because everything, no matter what I tried, it ends up being the same thing. And then Ladybug's, obviously he can go back like in time for 5 minutes, but he kept trying and trying and trying. He's been at it for like 10 years.
Yeah.
It was for 10 years. Then Ladybug's like, oh, okay, never mind. Like, we're good.
Yeah.
And it reminded me of that. I was like, wow.
Imagine how many times he had to go
That's
back
crazy.
for 10 years. Oh my gosh.
Oh, yeah.
That would be like a rewind button. But yeah, so like pause. Pause for sure.
Yep,
Pause.
definitely.
Pause, think about it,
Pause.
dwell on it a little bit, and then play again.
Don't get me wrong. I would love to go back and like change some
No,
stuff.
yeah,
but
for
I'm like,
sure.
you
But
know
at the
what?
same time,
I feel like it made me a better person.
See, that pause button would have came in handy.
That is
I would be
very
like-
true.
Okay.
Okay. Next question. Ooh, let me see. What's a good one? Ooh, okay.
I'm not looking.
Would you rather fall in love multiple times or be able to only love one person?
I want to say fall in love multiple times.
Fall in love multiple times?
Same.
For me.
Just because what makes you think that guy isn't going to love you back?
Yeah.
You're right.
So basically,
Oh my
it's like you're going to
gosh.
keep falling. You're going to love this guy forever and ever. But you can't really love anyone else because you just love that guay.
But then again, I think about it and I'm like, so if you can fall in love multiple times, then love will be not significant to you anymore. Love will be just another feeling. Like madness, anger, sad.
I guess it also depends on what they mean. I mean,
Because if you could love somebody multiple times, it's like love isn't special anymore. You know what I mean?
I beg to differ.
Michelle.
I mean, are we talking about like real people or like, you
What
know?
else would it be?
No.
I mean, I love my celebrities, so
I love my dog.
my dog. Oh, you know what?
Forever and ever.
No, actually, love ones because I love my dog. It's only my little baby.
I honestly, I think
It's hard.
it's hard. It's really hard. But for some reason, I feel like I want to go with I would love only one person. And you don't have to be persuaded by mine. But I feel like I would rather, like if I were to die with that, I would rather die like loving that one person than have loved multiple people and not knowing what love really is. Because to me, that would be like love isn't really anything then.
See but the problem is that I get like a little scared only because, you know, say you love this person, you love them so much and everything, but then like what if they do something? What if they cheat on you? They
That
break
one
your
person?
heart. Yeah, that one person you so love, because I mean it could happen. It's not for, you know, it's not promised that he will love you back or be faithful to you. You're just gonna be in love with them.
Yeah, I know. But like you can't always wish that. Like that's not gonna be, you know, like that's not something that you wish upon. Like, you know what I mean? Like even if you had those, like you fall in love multiple times, who knows? Who's to know? All those multiple times, those people love you back, or like they're not playing with you. You know what I mean?
I guess you're
And
right.
again, I'm not trying to persuade you or anything.
Right,
I'm
right.
just saying, like
No,
personally, I feel like I would say I would rather love one person, and that's it, just one person. Then
I kind of want to change my to one.
one person.
Yeah. Just because I can't think of anybody that would be falling in love with multiple times.
That's
you
what I'm
know?
saying. Like I feel like, well, who would I love multiple times besides like
My dog.
Stray Kids, like all 8 of them? I guess if
Exactly.
I had to take turns, but
Life is a party and I'm the club. Woo! Multiple people.
Goddamn Kelly.
okay, Papa. Okay, guys, let's make that.
I love that for you. Love it.
Watch me. You'll see me in the club next time.
She said, "Who am I picking today?"
For real.
I'd be looking at me nice. Hey, what up?
Actually, that's not even love at that point.
That's what I'm saying.
Actually, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
We just love once.
You just love. Hey, everyone, to each their own.
I mean, okay. Yep.
To each their own. Okay. Would you rather be remembered for the wrong reason or completely forgotten?
I mean, people don't remember me now, so.
I know. I'm like, what's the point? They look at me and they're like, do I know you? And I'm like, we graduated together. And they're like,
I mean,
what's your last name? You don't remember? I was behind you. It's like, wait, that was a guy. It's like, no, that was me.
no, this reminds me of like that how I'm remembered by that one. Okay, so no one knows this, and okay, so soccer. My famous goal is remembered, but they don't remember who made it.
Oh my gosh, I will never forget that. He would always, coach would always be like, I had this great, every time, like during breaks, I had this great soccer player. She was the best I had. She made a goal from the halfway mark into it. And he's like, if she can do it, you guys can too. Blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, and I told her, like, I told one of my teammates about it before. And I'm like, my sister did this and that. And then he told the story. And then she looked at me. I'm like, that was my sister. Woo. And then she was like, well, coach was never good at remembering names. I'm like,
Never.
but he was good at remembering mine.
He only remembers.
I'm telling you, they remember my actions, but not my name.
Well, that goes
Not
back
me.
to you'd be forgotten.
Yeah, so I'll
Even
just
by
pick
the
that.
things you do.
Mm-hmm.
Or would you rather be remembered by the wrong? I think about it. I kind of think about Coco a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Like, remember me.
Oh,
Yeah, because he was the guy was remembered by the wrong thing, right?
No,
The
he was
dad.
forgotten.
Oh yeah, he was forgotten.
And look what happened when he completely got forgotten. You completely and obviously that goes back to culture ultimately. But still, that would mean that your family members, your siblings, everyone will forget you. Like you're completely forgotten.
Right.
Completely. Nobody in this world remembers you. Or would you rather be remembered by the wrong reason? Depends on what the wrong reason is, right?
I mean,
it's gonna be a wrong reason.
But what's the wrong reason?
Imagine it's like, oh, I remember Michelle because she was the best basketball player.
That could be a wrong reason.
Yeah, just
Or
imagine.
I remember Daniela because she's the one that my man cheated on or something. She cheated on, you know what I mean?
But then you get a bad reputation.
But I'll be remembered.
At least you know me.
You
For
know
real.
my name.
Have sunglasses.
What's my name?
It's like the whole, when I say so, you say Changmin. So. That's me.
Girl.
I want to be remembered. You know what? I'd rather be remembered.
I was like,
for the wrong
it's,
thing.
it's that one girl that with the shrieky voice at the concert.
Hey, it is what it is.
It's that one girl at the subway station.
The one that lost the little toy. She kept walking and I tried to get her. Remember when you lost the little toy?
Oh.
Which one?
My duck?
I think so. I think
Oh,
it was
the one in Korea.
Yeah, in Korea.
Wait, do you know where you lost that?
No.
That's what I'm saying. The stranger's gonna remember you forever because they probably saw it dropping. Either trying to get to you, but you just kept walking.
Honestly, I don't know, but I think I'd
rather
pick
be
remembered for the wrong reason.
Yeah.
What's your answer?
Yeah.
What's your final answer? It's okay. You can pick what you want. Pick what your heart tells you.
You know what? I want to be remembered for once because I've already been forgotten. So I'm changing it to being remembered.
She's like, not this time.
Not this time. I'm going down in history
For the wrong reason.
Okay, let's pick another one. Let me see. Ooh, let me see. Ooh, I think this one kind of goes to Michelle a little bit.
Oh.
Would you rather live near family or be far from family but living exactly where you wanted?
Live far.
Girl, she did not hesitate. She said, I want to live where I want to live.
Period.
Well, honestly, I take my parents' examples, you know?
I
don't know.
I feel like it's a little controversy question for me a little bit because of just like the situation I'm in currently. I would for right now, because I don't live with my parents right now. It's been like a couple of years, I think, that I haven't really fully lived with my parents.
Like 7 years.
Calm down. It's not been that long.
Do the calculations.
No. It's like 6.
Yeah, almost 7. Almost 7.
Girl, almost 7.
Dude. Anyway, I honestly, I don't know. Like, I would love have a dream. I have a dream.
I had a dream.
I will not say my dream, but it is to live somewhere else for at least a year. But I don't know. I feel like I would rather live being close to family. Because I think I'm just too close to like, I hate living by myself. I don't know what people say. I would rather, maybe if I had, I don't know. I feel like I would
I
rather
think
choose
the
family.
reason that I choose to live alone or, far from family is because I live with my parents. And, it's that saying that they say you always want what you don't have.
Right.
So I don't have that freedom right now, the full 100% freedom. Like technically I do and I don't, and you guys already have it. So you guys already know how it feels and everything, and you want to stay here.
I was fine when I was living,
Kelly's fine. Obviously, her answer is that she wants to live where she wants to. And granted, I do want to live where I want to be, but I also don't want to be super far.
Right.
I feel like. But then again, I don't know, because like at the end of the day, maybe we'll be far.
I mean,
look at my parents.
I know.
That's what I was saying,
I mean, even my dad was totally convinced that you're going to find someone else, someone somewhere else. I'm like,
yeah.
Yeah, my mom did say that to me too. Yeah. She was like, Kelly, you're going to leave me.
Dude, I overheard my parents say, they were like talking, and I don't know where it was, but I was like, it was here. And they were talking, and they said like, my dad said that. My dad's like, no, like, mira, ellos se van a venir a agarrar un hombre lejos, de otro país, vas a ver, y se van a ir. And I'm just
He's
like,
manifesting.
It really is.
Hey, if he's doing
Manifest-
it.
And then, no, he was basically convincing my mom that it's okay for us to leave. Because my mom's going to obviously
hear
sad.
my father's prayers.
Girl.
May he be handsome and
May
full
he
of money.
be. I can learn Korean. Onions for sale.
Kelly.
안녕하세요. Kelly입니다. If you want, ni hao wuja Kelly.
I was going to say that plot twist. You're going to get like a Chinese man.
Hey,
Her just crush.
I do crush.
Yes, girl.
Okay,
One day
well,
I'll see you.
I don't know. I think, okay, actually, I don't know. I think for right now, maybe if you ask this question later, it'll be different. But for right now, I think, actually, just kidding. Change that. I think I would rather live somewhere where I want to be. Hey, maybe where I want to be is with my family.
Period. Period. Look at that.
I'll do
Think
that
smarter, not harder.
Use that big brain of yours.
Girl. Okay, what's your guys' final answer?
Still live far away.
Yeah, I kind of live far away. Because imagine if we all live far away, we can visit each other. Like if we have our family, we can visit each
Right.
other,
I mean,
take
well,
vacations. Ooh.
Yeah. True.
And it's always nice to have family far away.
True, very true.
Like, who was it?
I think we should each live in a different country. That way we
Oh,
have an excuse to visit each
You know,
other.
apparently, my mom said that a cousin of hers married somebody and they went to Korea. They're in Korea right now. Really? Because they're stationed there. Like,
What?
yeah.
I didn't hear that.
But it's like a far cousin. And I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
Lejanos.
and I'm like,
got it.
Like super lejanos.
mm-hmm.
Okay.
Just like that whole New York thing that she had a cousin
Oh,
who lived in
true,
New
true.
York.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he called when I went over there. He's like, oh, you can stay over. It's like, sure, uncle that I never met before. I would have.
Hey, wasn't that guy we met though?
I don't think so.
I mean, his daughter was born in New York.
Yeah, but I don't think it's her.
Might have been
I don't
someone
think
else.
it's him. I think it's somebody else.
Sorry, so much family related.
Anyway, next question. Would you rather be able to see other people's futures or be able to see your own?
I would want
Other
to see
people.
other
I
people's.
wanna see other people.
Yeah.
I don't really, obviously, like the future. I don't really want to predict it and see it because then I'll be like, it's like that whole thing we were talking about with like when we were mentioning Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. If we see like a piece of our future that's like negative, we just keep living in fear up until that negative part. So I'd rather
But
like.
what if there's no negative?
That's why I don't really want to find out though.
Because like I don't really want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to know.
Yeah. Because, like, imagine you, like, look into the future and you see how you die. Then you try to avoid how you die.
Right.
That's true.
But
You can't avoid
like I
that.
said before, though, it's bound to happen no matter what.
Basically. But, like, I don't want to be living in fear until that moment.
But like also get the ganas looking at everybody else's future. Like, you know what kind of sucks though?
Oh, no.
Yeah. What if like I saw your future and I saw some? I would bawl my.
If
eyes
I
out.
saw Canela's future.
Girl.
And
you know what? I'd rather just look at my own futures. I would have me crying. I'll just be like,
Michelle had
that's
no
life.
care in the world about us. She said, "My dog. What if I saw my dog? How old is she, babe? She's about to go."
You know how many times she runs out the door and I'm afraid she's going out for the street.
She gave me a little heart attack one
That's
time.
why, honestly, I would rather, personally, I think I would rather see my future because I would rather dwell with that myself
Right.
than have to come with the burden of everyone else's.
No,
You know,
no
you're
offense
right.
to you
You
guys.
opened our eyes.
No,
You
listen.
opened my eyes.
No, yeah, because no offense. I wasn't thinking of your guys' futures.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking my parents'
That's what I was
futures.
asking.
Yeah.
Would.
I can never.
Yeah, I was like,
Granted, we don't know what the future holds, right? But I would rather not find out. I would rather just find out my own and then keep that to myself. Like, it is what it is. I will accept
or
that
like
fate.
share it. But
I will accept it.
like, imagine you.
I don't think I would share it with you guys either, though, if I knew
I
my
don't.
future.
I wouldn't share.
But
it
like,
with you guys.
imagine you see the future and you see, like, one of us in the future too. You know,
in my future.
like like in my future, there's like a little memory and you're in it or something.
Period.
I'll be like, did you have that memory too?
Girl, why would I have that
Dude,
memory?
what
You're
if-
the only one that can see the future.
No, girl, but what if, like,
No, like if we all picked that.
Oh, I see what you mean. We all have that power.
what do you mean?
If we all chose, like, this was like the choose powers or something. And we chose like to see our own future.
Uh-huh.
And like we linked our futures because Kelly had that future scene of a memory where she saw me and I did too. I'm like, oh my God, did you see that? Yeah, I saw that. And we're like,
We were just talking about it.
Oh, so it's
Like Chisme again.
oh, okay. I was
Chisme
thinking
into
like
the future.
deja vu. Like
Deja
when you
vu?
have a deja vu moment. but-
Oh, well, it's kind of, but like we're seeing the future though.
okay,
It's
never
not
mind.
deja vu. Deja vu is like I have a lot of deja vus. I'm not gonna lie.
It's scary.
Like, ooh. Like I'd be sitting there like during a conversation with my coworkers and I'm like, they talk about something and I'm like, whoa, deja vu. I feel like we literally talked about this before. And they're like, no, we never talked about this. I'm like, this is the same situation, same scenario. They were sitting in my office, like same thing.
Yeah.
I don't know if oh no, you know what? Yes.
I had that before. But
Yeah.
you know what's funny? Is that right before my coworker said it, I was like, you wouldn't say this. And then she was like, how'd you know? I'm like, oh, I can read the future.
Kelly's like, I don't know. My brain is just working in different ways.
I feel smarter already. Big brain.
Up.
Girl, I don't know about
Your
that.
turn to Megamind.
Turn blue and have a big head.
Uh,
Be bald? Well, I'm getting there.
okay, let's see. Next question. There's some good ones. Ooh. Let's try this one.
No. I don't know what it is.
Would you rather be single for 10 years or have 3 relationships in 10 years that going into them you knew would all end?
What's the point of that?
Literally, this whole question is like, at that point, it's literally.
I mean, I guess it just depends on who I'm going to be with.
Right. I mean, imagine if it says like
If it's like an idol, I'll be like,
right.
pick that.
I was like, yeah, why not?
I can.
Honestly, I feel like I would rather be in 3 relationships in 10 years knowing that they're all going to end. Because if I end up not liking them that well, I'm like, well, I know it's going to end anyway.
Yeah, you know.
Rather than being single for 10 years and it's just like, you never find the love. Well, actually, it's 10 years. But then again, uno nunca sabe what's going to happen in 10 years, right?
True.
True. Yeah.
I think I'll pick the 3 relationships in 10 years. I mean, how much is that? Like 3 years and like
Depends.
Depends on how long they last. It doesn't say that they have to last
True.
long.
For real. Like literally, you can
could
be
be, like,
dating
one
one.
day.
It could be a day.
I'll be like, oh, dang it. Should have tried harder.
Maybe next time.
Next time.
Para el otro, para el otro.
Hey, how are you?
Okay, you're my next one.
Well,
Hey, I have you right here on the list.
You're on my list. What about you,
dude, it
Michelle?
could literally be like even a couple hours. Imagine you're like speed dating.
It's cool.
What about yours?
I think I would pick the 3 people.
3 people?
Yeah, I think 3 people.
3 people.
I mean, I can be like, the shortest relationship I ever had was like a few hours. You know?
Not even. It's like, is that
World
does that even
record.
count?
And I knew it was going to end.
Oh my gosh. You know what that reminds me of when I was in elementary. I told you about it before. There's this guy, and all of a sudden, it was like during Valentine's Day or whatever. And he came up to me and he was like, hey, Kelly. I'm like, yeah. He's like, do you want to be my girlfriend? I did not know what the heck that was. And I was like, yeah.
She said, yeah.
So then we started holding hands, and he was like, yeah, we're dating now, which means we're in a relationship. And I'm like, okay. And then later, he like sees this other girl, and he walks away, and he asked her, hey, want to go out with me? And she's like, sure. And they walked away. I'm like, technically, he never broke up with me. So technically, we're still dating.
How long has it been?
Hard to say. I was like in what, first grade.
So how many years is that?
Bro, I'm not mathing right now.
Yeah, for real. My math ain't mathing. My brother.
Like,
You're like 7. So take your age minus,
I can't do it.
Listen,
age
my brain
minus
is 7, and then it gives you the answer.
I can't do fast math right now.
Right,
14 years. Longest streak ever.
Okay.
Not you treating it like it's a Snapchat stream.
Snapchat. 14-year anniversary.
When is the day?
I don't remember. Valentine's Day.
Do you know his name?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Don't say it.
At least you remember.
I remember his name. He moved like in 3rd grade.
Oh, so
Oh, okay.
I never saw the guy again. So I can't be like, hey, we're still dating. I don't know where he's at.
oh, Lord.
He left you.
He left the state. So I was like, oh.
Well,
He left me for another.
well, he did. He definitely did.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, okay. This is the last one. We'll wrap it after this one. This one's a deep one. I think. They're all pretty. They're okay. Would you rather never make a new friend but keep pouring into the ones you have now, or continue to expand your circle knowing some friendships will fall off? And I can read that again if anybody
read
needs
it again.
Would you rather never make a new friend but keep pouring into the ones that you have now, or continue to expand your circle knowing that some friendships will fall off?
That one.
Yeah, because right now I only have a few certain friends, and I feel like I keep pouring into this relationship, but they're not pouring the same, you know? So I feel like it's like an unbalanced thing. So I'd rather make more friends knowing that some of them are gonna fall, which eventually that's life. Like, look at my mom. She has some friends, and sometimes she doesn't contact them anymore, and they're not friends anymore or whatever. So I feel like I would rather just pick that instead. So I mean, and also, like my dad said, it's good to have friends from different countries, because then they can hook you up.
True, but it's knowing that they can come to an end.
True.
You know,
That's why you need to make multiple in that country.
Because
Think smart.
Oh, that's funny.
What about you?
I mean, yeah, because like I have like no friends, okay, any close friends or anything, and I've had like a few people basically blame me that it's my fault, but honestly, the reason why is because like you said you pour so much into the friendship, but then you notice that you're either like you're the third wheel, you're the one that's pushed to the side. It's like when you walk down the sidewalk, and there's a group of 3. Who's the one who's there's not enough room for both, like the 3 of you. So who's the one walking behind? It's usually me.
It's me.
Me. Yeah.
Daniela and Naomi. It's me.
Well, essentially they're the friends.
Well, yeah, they are the friends. That's why I'm like, I'm not really bothered. Also, I've been like that my whole life.
Yeah.
With Michelle and Daniela up in front, and I'm like,
It's hard.
yeah, it's hard because
turns.
it's
We
super
take
hard.
turns.
Yeah,
because
we take turns.
Daniela can't walk in a straight line.
That is very true.
Yeah, I think that's why
So
we take
it's like-
turns. I was like, Kelly, it's your turn. I don't want to get bumped.
I was gonna say, not gonna lie. Sometimes they push me to the back. I get it though. I get it. Feelings aren't hurt. I cannot walk in a straight line.
No, she cannot.
It's kind of sad because sometimes she even sees the line and she's just like, whoop.
I don't look at the ground. Listen, I go where my feet go.
Your feet says go this way.
If they say go, I go.
I can't.
Honestly, I would agree. I don't even think there is a point to. I think I've been through so many friendships that I think I've poured a lot into. And I'm not saying that they didn't pour anything back, but it is sometimes kind of draining when you start to notice that it may not be going where you want it to go, or you feel, and I'm not saying like they don't put their effort, but you feel like you're putting more effort. It's like who's really putting more effort? I don't know. But why do I have to? A friendship shouldn't be pouring your effort on somebody. It shouldn't be rogándole. It shouldn't be like, a friendship should be something that you can just have a friend to talk to, someone who you can rely, like you can, like at the end of the day, I feel like, and I've gone through so many friendships that it's just like, to me, like you guys are like my best friends because you're stuck with me at the end of the day.
Right.
And it's something that like I can emotionally, like I can pour myself out to you and I can pour myself out to you. And I know you guys can pour yourself out to me.
Right.
But I always want you to remember, I'm here for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate that.
No matter who you think you those people who are like, I'm your best friend.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. It's taken me a while, but I think I don't really believe in best friends anymore. And it's been a while, and I've always said that, and I think I've said that to you guys. Like after quite a couple of friendships, I think I've noticed that I don't even think best friends is a right word to describe somebody who I am acquaintance with. I think they're all my friends.
Yeah.
There are some good friends, there are some okay friends, and there are just some friends. But I don't think that I have any best friends. I think best friends is a really hard word, and I think it's hard to put that label on somebody specifically,
Right.
without them actually, because I learned this kind of like the hard way. Like, I guess I could have assumed that you were my best friend, but I guess you never thought of me that way.
It's like that. I saw this TikTok that said, it's like, oh, I know I'm your best friend,
Right.
but you're not my best friend.
Exactly.
And that broke me. I was like, oh,
Exactly.
dang. I did not think about it that way.
Well, you don't, because you assume, like, after so much of you pouring out into them, that they would think that you're also, but they don't think that way. And you're like, whoa, I just poured my whole life into you. And you're just like, oh, well, I didn't think of you that way. I thought you were just like cool, whatever. And I'm like, no, I didn't just pour myself out to you for no reason.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't do this to everybody.
See, because because I had a best friend, but that's when I realized that she was my best friend, but I wasn't her best friend. And it broke my heart when I finally realized years after that, that's how it was.
It is hard. So I honestly, I feel like I kind of lived the second route, which is like just have multiple friendships and just knowing that they'll end, and that's fine by me. That's okay, as long as I have a friend at the moment. And it doesn't mean that it's gonna end. It didn't describe how it ends, but I feel like usually my friendships don't usually end like end. It's just like
Just
they're
stop
there.
talking.
We just stop talking for a little
Yeah.
bit, but we'll talk again. And I don't think it's something I just like wouldn't pour myself out to them because they're just my friends, like multiple friends that I have.
Right.
And I think that's just the best way for me mentally to go about. Because I feel like if I would say the pour myself out to my friendships, to the people that I have right now, I think I would mentally not be okay. And I think honestly they might not mentally be okay. I don't think I feel like that route, your friendships won't last either. So either way, I don't think honestly I would just go with the second one. I think that
Yeah. Same.
pouring myself out wouldn't be my top choice.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, no, it's exhausting.
It
It's
is.
draining. And then at the end of the day, it's like you read the room and you know they're not really understanding nothing. And that's just why continue that?
And like I know I have some of my friends watching, and I love y'all. And this is nothing against you guys. It's just like how I personally view it. And I think it just goes back to my past experiences, like I said. And it's something that just like dwells on me sometimes. Like it just kind of hurts a little bit. But it's something that like I want you guys to know that it's not you. I think it's me.
Same.
But in reality, it's you.
Kelly.
It's those past people.
Oh yeah, it's definitely those past people.
I think it's just like trauma from those past friendships. And I know we were young and we didn't do anything bad, and we just didn't know at the time how to fully express our emotions or how to fully express how we wanted to express ourselves. But you know, at the end of the day, I always tell myself like I know that I have you two, and I think that's all I need.
Period.
Same.
I just see family.
I'm holding my mic.
Because and like my friends always tell me, well, my friends and my coworkers always tell me, they're like, it must be really nice to have sisters. And I'm like, sometimes.
Oh yeah.
Sometimes.
like I do think that you guys are my only. I don't even see. I say that you guys are my best friends, but you guys are really just the word sisters. Like that's what you guys are. My sisters, my blood relatives, my to the tomb.
Give you my sangre.
Ride or die.
I hope you would give me your sangre.
You're right. I'm
Don't be telling me about your blood type.
Hey, I need a blood
you
donation.
Get away from me, peasant.
Nah, commoners. That's my favorite.
Don't touch me.
That will be bleeped out because no one will know our blood type. Because I don't know if that's actually like a bad thing to say, but like y'all don't need to know her blood type.
Give her.
It's like she'll be like,
Woo!
that's funny. I gave blood for the first time not too long ago. Dude.
Second time.
First of all, guys, let me talk about that experience really fast. Because if you've ever donated blood before, that is crazy. What?
No, I'm just looking.
That is crazy, guys. It was my first time ever donating blood. And this was Kelly's like second time.
Yeah, it was my second time.
And I went, because I want to donate blood at least once in my life. Because like, you know. I might
Also,
save a
they
life.
were giving us a $10 gift card, and I
That
was
is
like,
very true. Did I kind of do it for the $10 gift card? Maybe. But, I went and like when I first got there, dude, these people were scaring me. 2 girls were like,
"Oh my gosh!"
they were like, I don't know if they were exaggerating, but they were like, kind of going, like ghostish, you know, like they've seen a ghost or something. They were like
They're
pale
pale.
down, pale.
Yeah.
They were shaking. One girl was like crying, and they were like, "Are you okay?" She's like, "I don't know, I'm just like crying. I'm like tears are just coming out." And like they were shaking, and they were like really trying to like, "Hey, stay with me, stay with me." I'm like, "Oh my god,
Yeah.
I'm gonna die."
And I was next to one of the girls, and I was like,
Yeah,
"But
dude. And then I go to where it's time. They like put it in. They like do all that. I'm chilling. I'm like, okay, I'm good. And then she's like, "This is your first time?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's my first time." She's like, "Okay, you'll do good." I'm like, "Okay." So I did it. I like didn't even look. She put it in. She good. I'm chilling there. I'm laying there chilling.
Woo.
I'm doing the thing.
and two
she's
people
like,
over, I'm over there.
dude. And the girl next to me is the girl that's like freaking out. And she's like, still like they had to give her like soda. They had to get her like to drink and everything.
Okay.
And now she's like chilling. And then after she comes back and she's like, "Oh my god, you're almost like a pint. You're good. You're almost there." I'm like, "Okay, I'm good. I don't feel nothing. I feel fine. I'm not nothing. I'm fine." So then she finishes the pint and she takes it off. She's like, "Dude, this was your first time?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's my first time." She's like, "You did so good, not like those girls." And I'm like, "Hey, but thank you." And then she like takes it off. I get up and I go sit down because you have to wait for like 5 minutes. And I'm like,
Not
eating my little chips. And then all of a sudden, boom, a wave hits me. And I'm like, I start sweating and like I start feeling nauseous. And I'm like, oh my God, what is happening? And I feel like I was gonna like just patatus on the floor. I was gonna faint. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. I know. I saw my life flash before my eyes.
I see Danielle kind of freaking out, and I'm like,
I know, because
I'm over there chilling, like,
I was like, oh, she could pass out.
so I quickly grabbed the Sprite because there was a Sprite and I just like popped it open and I started chugging that thing. I was like, oh my God, I'm gonna die. And so I'm like, calm down, Daniela, calm down. And so I finally got myself together. So I went to go sit down with my friend Naomi. She's like, "Are you okay?" I'm like, I'm good. I just randomly this like wave hit me where I was just kind of like freaking out a little bit. I think I'm okay. Later to find out, I know why.
oh yeah,
So dumb self, I know. If anybody medical is watching this, you will know. You will get mad at me.
we're
But
so sorry.
I had not ate anything, and you're supposed to eat, right? But I only ate lunch. That was at 12, and we donated at like 6. I ate lunch. After work, we went to go work out.
Which
Right
you're
before
not
we donated.
supposed to do.
Don't do that. And we hadn't ate anything yet, so I worked out. I barely drank water. Went to go. They took out tons and like a pint of blood out of me, and obviously I feel this way because I didn't eat anything. I lost a lot of calories while working out, and now I lost a lot of calories by them taking out that whole pint of blood out of me.
Nah, but your girl was good because your girl
was chilling.
No, literally, like, I was in competition with this other guy next to me, and
Not competition while you're donating blood.
It's like, I could pop out more.
basically, I was like, he ended up beating me. I'm like, but what cost? Because that guy was like, and I was like, yeah. But
Because like, who's the real one standing
no,
now?
because that's literally what my the guy said.
Nurse,
What-
yeah.
the nurse, whatever.
Or what are they? Phlebotomist?
Phlebotomist. Yeah, that's what the guy was saying. He was like, wow, at what cost did he win? I'm like, yeah, for real. And he took it out and he's like, okay, you're all good if you all need a snack. I'm like, yeah. Okay, the first time I donated blood, it was back in high school. And little story time. When I went to go do it, they were giving out free cookies and snacks and stuff.
Yeah.
Tell me why I was donating blood and everything. And then all of a sudden, when I was getting close to the end, this girl fainted over there. And I was like, my cookie.
Thinking about the cookies.
But then, like, obviously, everyone left and, like, take care of her. And I was just like, hey, it's getting full. Eventually, the guy came back. He undid it. And he was like, okay, you're good. And I'm like, okay. I was, like, lingering around, like, my cookies. I couldn't do anything because they were, like, there. I'm like, and, like, I didn't know where to wait. So I was like, nah. So I went back to class.
Bro, I snatched a cookie.
I know. I'd be like, excuse me. I know you're dying there, but could you move aside?
Be like, excuse me. Okay, thank you. I can't do that.
Why not?
We were all like huddling over
You
the
need
table.
your
I'm like,
nutrients. You just gave
You could have been the second person to pass out.
Yeah, but
You
anyways,
should say that. Well, ya para la otra.
yeah, for real. It's already too late. But like literally, I left and I was like, whatever. And then this time, right? I went and I got snacks and I was like, yeah, this is what I was here for. So I went over and I was like, oh, this chip looks nice. And I was like,
She comes back all happy too, and I'm over here like,
yeah, because like I didn't even wait. I just got my snacks, looked around, walked out. And then the girls over here like dying. And I was just like, hey, what's wrong with you?
I hate her.
So then, like literally, the girl was like, are you okay? You chilling? I'm like, yeah, I'm chilling. I got my little snacks.
I'm like, are you sure you don't feel like, a little dizzy?
And I'm like, no. We literally drove. We both drove in different cars.
Yeah.
We drove home. I was chilling. I was cooking, and I was still kind of there.
Dramatic.
It's because I'm a plus size girl, and your girl already has a whole bunch of fat
And blood.
And blood.
and blood. There's no need to like anything. There's no need to feel bad. So I'm just like chilling. But I was honestly surprised because obviously when you donate blood, there's not a lot of big people there donating blood. So I was like, am I even gonna get accepted? But then eventually they were like, yeah, you're good. You're great. And I'm like,
It's about iron, babe. Not about. They don't discriminate. They take all type of blood.
Actually,
Your blood
not
is
really.
good blood.
yeah, they're very picky.
No, I mean discriminate on body size.
Oh,
That's true. But like,
Wow.
it's funny because
Obviously, they do take like certain blood, and you have to have like certain iron and everything. But like,
yeah. Don't they test your blood first
yeah,
before?
they do.
Yeah,
They
they
do.
Oh,
do.
okay,
They're
that's
like,
what I thought.
Yeah.
I felt like my mom. Like,
And I was like,
I cried during those things.
girl, have you donated blood?
Yeah, once.
yeah,
in
once
high school.
In high school. Yeah.
How was that? Was you fine? You were chilling?
Yeah, I was fine. I kept forgetting to flip and pump the thingy. Like, can you pump it? I was like, okay.
No, I was like, because like the more you do it, the more faster it.
I didn't know that. I just kept like.
What do you
spacing
think
out
I
over.
was like?
I know, because she did say like squeeze it every like 2 seconds or something. She said. I can't
Oh no,
remember,
this guy
15
was like
seconds?
every 5 seconds squeeze it. I'm
Oh,
like,
she said every like 3 seconds, and I was like, you got it.
I just
Yeah.
kept squeezing it because I was like, whatever.
I'm still falling asleep. Well, I guess we can wrap it up. We're good on time. Well, I don't know if I have any announcements really to make.
Oh yes.
What's the announcement?
The vlog.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Well, we already announced it last time, but the first vlog will actually come out, I think, right after. No, it's not after this episode.
No.
I think it's after the next episode.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, well, the next episode. True. Well, we'll be recording a P1 Harmony concert vlog. So if you guys want to check it out, when it comes out, just be prepared because that's
for
where
all
we're
the
going.
audio
listeners.
YouTube.
Yes, go to YouTube, check us out. But yeah, so basically, I'll let Kelly wrap it up.
Oh, yeah. So thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe to our YouTube. Follow us on Spotify. Wait, no. Spotify?
Yeah, Spotify.
Spotify and Apple Podcast. And thank you again for listening to Sisters
Talk.
Chisme.
Bye.